Hey, happy Monday, everyone. It's March 16th, 2026. I'm Rich Tola, and here's what's cooking for today. And the Oscar goes to, we're going to be talking about the Academy Awards from last night. Awesome. And we're going to talk about the Razzie Awards. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but we'll get into that. Number two, we're going to be talking about the 6 etiquette mistakes that'll cost you if you're traveling abroad. Could have some fun with this show today. And number 3, we're talking fun facts, top 3 fun facts of the day. But first, let's do the ABCs: all body workout, blissful sleep, colorful diet. Let's see. For me, check, half a check, and a full check. So 2.5 checks. Why is that? I'll tell you. I woke up at 11:30 last night. You guys see what's going on. There's 98 million people that are going to be subject to stormy weather today on the East Coast, from Florida Panhandle up to New York. Saw that mostly South Carolina to Baltimore. But last night, 11:30, I'm asleep. Now, my place faces south and faces east. South, let me tell you, the wind was blowing so hard that the rain was hitting. I thought it was going to crash through the window. It was 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's the first time I ever experienced that. I looked it up. Tornadoes are 65 miles up to 300 miles an hour. So we were like borderline tornado weather here. A little scary. I was up for a couple hours thinking, is my car going to blow away? So I even had to go see if my car was still there. Like, holy cow. But hey, be careful out there if you're on the East Coast. We're getting snow now here in Indianapolis. So, hey, go figure. But hey, got to get the workout in. Got to eat right, of course. I ate well today. You guys know the usual: apple. No banana today, but I definitely went with the eggs and kale. All right, here we go. Get your workout. You got it. Hey, over Saturday, I did a special show on Saturday. You guys see that? Talking about keeping race out of the classroom and talking about Carge Island, because I truly believe President Trump's got to take it over. So thanks for everybody who's watching, who's making comments. I want to know your thoughts, because we got to stand together here. No doubt. All right, let's jump right into this. 98th Academy Awards. Great stuff. Paul Thomas Anderson, he mopped up one battle after another, 6 awards. I predicted Sinners was going to make about 4 to 6. They made 4 awards. What do we got? Michael B. Jordan, of course, awesome. Yeah, he did a great job. Sean Penn, I loved him in that movie, one battle after another. Amy Madigan, we had Jess Buckley. Some great winners there. Great show. Most importantly, though, this is what I remember about it, was the Barbra Streisand tribute to Robert Redford. Robert Redford, he was for me, he's the greatest actor that ever lived. He was my favorite actor. Now, The Way We Were, that movie was made in 1973. I was 10 years old, so, love story. That was not my first when I fell in love with him. I fell in love with him. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, 3 Days of the Condor, and, of course, Jeremiah Johnson. But what I liked most about what she said was that he had a backbone. Robert Redford played characters with a backbone. So when they first came to him with the script, he said no, because he's like, this guy doesn't have a backbone. He stood for something. And that's the way life should be. You got to stand for something. And you got to put your heart and soul and your best work out there. That's what he did. So, hey, Barbra Streisand, great, great tribute to Robert Redford. Oh, there's numerous tributes, but to him, he died on September 16, 2025. Again, I'll always remember Robert Redford for being the best. All right, here we go. Razzie Awards. What is the Razzie Awards? It's the 46th annual parody show. And I didn't watch it, but they give out dishonors. There's no Oscars. We're giving out dishonors. And this is a bummer, because Ice Cube, he kind of got beat up on this. It's a movie called War of the Worlds. I didn't see that movie, but he got the worst actor and the worst picture for War of the... Oh, my God. So Ice Cube, Rebel Wilson, Pitch Perfect. I love her. She got it for Bride Hard. Kate Hudson got this Razzie Redeemer Award. I don't even know what that is, for Song Sung Blue. But how about this? Worst director, worst screenplay, War of the Worlds. But hey, Ice Cube, remember Boys in the Hood from 1991. 3 Kings from 1999. And then the 3 Barbershop movies, 2002, 2004, 2016. And, of course, my favorite, 21 Jump Street, 2012, 2014. So, hey, Ice, I got 3 words for you. Barbershop 4. I got 4 words for you. 21 Jump Street 3. Let's bring you back with some really good, funny work. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it because that was a lot of fun, the awards. All right, let's talk about this. 6, etiquette. I love etiquette. We talk about etiquette. I did proper gym etiquette. We were talking about classroom etiquette. Love etiquette. It's respect. Etiquette's about respect. Talk about having a backbone. So here's this. I got this from the Daily Passport. Read this morning, another newsletter I get. Number 1, driving off-road in Iceland. Never been to Iceland. That is on my bucket list for sure. There's breathtaking scenery there, but there's moss, delicate moss that grows on these shrouded lava fields. So that's interesting. Can't drive off road. Cost you $825 if you do. Don't do it. How about this? Carrying a bulky suitcase on the Paris metro. Been to Paris. Love France. Beautiful country. Strict rules. You can't hinder other passengers. Hey, I wish they did that here. Number 3, can't go swimming in the Venice Canal. You go to Italy, forget about it. You can't go swimming. Well, it's a busy thoroughfare. Everybody knows that. And it's dangerous. It's not good for your health. It's going to cost you $175. Wait, $175 for carrying a suitcase and $410 if you go to Venice and jump in the water. Don't do it. How about this? Number 4 is scrunching a banknote in Thailand. Well, this is Article 112 of the Thai Penal Code. You cannot defame or insult or threaten the king or queen or heir apparent. If you do, you could get up to 15 years in prison. Don't do it. Who's doing that anyway? Who's scrunching it up and throwing away money? Who knows? All right, number 5. I like this one here. The Netherlands. I've been to the Netherlands. Netherlands, there's 18 million people. They have 24 million bikes. So whatever you do, do not cycle on the sidewalk. Look at this. They have almost 22,000 miles of cycling paths. So whatever you do, and I rode a bike over there in Amsterdam, I was in Rotterdam. Let me tell you, the Netherlands is beautiful as well. So don't do it. It'll cost you $88 if you do. And here's my favorite. I lived in Singapore. You can read that in my book. That's my Simply Between Millions from Wall Street to Hollywood. Chapter 31 is called From Singapore with Love. Forget about it. If you forget to flush a toilet in Singapore, well, let me tell you, this is what I love about Singapore. Beautiful country. The subways are incredible. I feel like you're going to the botanical gardens when you go into the subways. They're so gorgeous. But it's a heavily regulated country. You can't jaywalk. You can't vape. You can't eat or drink on public transportation. That'll cost you $390. Forget about it. They have zero tolerance for trash. I love this. We should have zero tolerance for throwing trash on the street. You throw trash, a cup, cigarette, wrappers, it's cost you $1,550. We should do that in the United States because, hey, when I taught in these schools, you guys know I taught for 5 years in inner city schools. They throw trash everywhere. They use the ground like their private trash can. Unbelievable. But I like this. If you go to a public bathroom and you walk away without flushing, it's going to cost you. You're breaking the law. Don't do it. Oh, I love it. All right. Singapore is such a beautiful country. If that's not on your bucket list, it should be. I lived in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Malaysia. You can read all about that. Did I fall in love in Singapore? Well, you're going to have to read it to find out. All right, here we go. Fun facts. Wanted to do this. You guys know I'm not much of a basketball fan, but it is March Madness. Talked briefly about that the other day. 68 teams. Right. And in the men's, you got Duke, Arizona, Michigan, and Florida are kind of at the top. I think you're going to see Duke and Michigan in the final. Hey, what do I know? Like I said, I'm not a huge fan per se. Women, it's UConn. What is it? UConn, UCLA, Texas, and South Carolina. I'm thinking you're seeing UConn and UCLA in the final. Why am I? I'm just making guesses here, guys. But I like this. The odds of coming up with a perfect NCAA basketball what is that? You know, you do you fill it all out, right? The odds of coming out with a perfect, scorecard is 1 in 120 billion. That's unbelievable. That's if you know something about basketball. If you don't, it's worse. I like that. All right, how about this? Number 2. The State Department, this is interesting, has reduced the cost of renouncing your U.S. citizenship. It was $2,350. Now it's $450. Hey, why don't we make it zero? Why are we charging people who don't want to be here? You don't want to be here. You don't want to make this country great. Get out. Take a hike. Move on. All right. It only costs you $450. I think that's funny. All right, number 3. I like this. I got this from a newsletter called Mental Floss. Go figure. These are the most common jobs for women 100 years ago. And this is the Women's Bureau Division of the United States Department of Labor. That was formed in 1920. That was when women got the right to vote. And they kept track. So these are the top 3 jobs back in 1920. Number 1 was a domestic servant, a maid or a housekeeper. Number 2 was a teacher. And number 3 was a typist or a stenographer. All right, what about today? Check this out. Nursing. Nursing's the number 1 job. They say there's over 2 million registered nurses in the United States. That's awesome. I think that's awesome. Give a shout out to my boy Donnie back east. He's handling his own stuff. His wife's a nurse, and I know a lot of nurses. Number 2 is teacher. Hey, that's great. Teachers. Number 2, too, across the board 100 years later. And number 3 is manager. Kind of an all-encompassing term, but hey, there's no way women could have been managers 100 years ago. So, hey, we've come a long way. I love that. Ladies, way to go, way to go. And what else you want to do today? All right, let me do this because I was a baseball player. You guys might remember that. I played ball at the University of Pennsylvania, and the USA team, right? The baseball team playing in the World Classic. Oh, my God. You see this game? Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is just an amazing pitcher. We all know that. He beat the Dominican Republic. Well, he's one of the pitchers. But Aaron Judge, I played right field. He makes a throw. He's got a cannon. I mean, he's a superstar. He had a home run, Rob, but he throws the guy out from right field to third base. Bullet, total seed, as we call it. Way to go, guys. So they're going to be playing tomorrow night. I got one word for you, revenge. And guess who they're playing? Well, I hope they play Italy. Italy's playing Venezuela tonight. The winner of that game plays the U.S. in the finals tomorrow. And Italy beat us 8-6. I mean, so, again, we got to avenge our baseball prowess because we are by far the best nation in the world when it comes to baseball. But I want to give a shout out to my brother on this day because he played in Italy. He was a player manager back in, I don't know, in the 90s, was it? Yeah, he went in the 90s. He was a great ball player, second baseman. Hey, I saw a second baseman with Paul Skeens got out of that play. He left guys on first and second. Pitcher comes in, sidearm, gets a guy to double into a double play with the second baseman. That was go check out the highlights of that game. It was a really good game. And I'm looking forward to it. I'll be watching that tomorrow night. So, hey, good luck. Good luck to the USA baseball team. You guys are going to rock it out. All right, guys. That's all I want to talk about today. Have some fun with this here. So have yourself a backbone. Of course, what are the 3 Tola takeaways? Number 1, respect the ABCs. That requires a backbone. Working out every day, eating right, sleeping. Try to get to sleep in. I'm hoping I do a little better tonight. Number 2, pick up the phone. Don't just text somebody. Call them. Pick up the phone. Share your goodwill, your good energy with someone else today who could use it. And number 3, always be willing to accept someone else's opinion because that's what it's all about, acceptance. All right, guys, have yourselves an awesome day. As always, get your workout in. Peace.